Que rollito primavera. What up, everybody? Welcome back to 10 Count by Deor. Today, we have a very special guest to us for the second time. The one, the only, the No Love Emmanuel Muniz.
What's up?
Let's go, dude. How you doing, brother?
Good. Just living life, slapping people.
Oh, yeah. I like the hair change, dude.
Yeah,
It looks nice.
going around with the mop all the time, it's a little bit tiring. So I like to get it out of my face a little bit.
Are you gonna keep that for now? Like that's you, or?
Yeah, I'll probably go back and forth a little bit. I haven't truly decided what I'm gonna do for my next match or whatever, but back and forth probably. I will try this at some point.
Nice.
Feel free to shoot him over here.
On the real, how bad does it hurt? Because I mean, at one point I wanted to do braids, but somebody told me it was so painful. I was like, nah, dude. I remember my mom used to get me from here though, cuando me portaba mal with the chancla, and before, this hurt, bro. So they told me it kind of feels that way. Is it true?
Yeah, well, some parts. So when you get towards the back of the neck and on the sides, kind of, it hurts a little bit. But the bulk of the head, maybe I'm just used to it already, but it doesn't really hurt that much. I mean, getting your hair pulled for a second goes away. So
how true is it what Tank said about the knockout? He's like, I have
the
some
grease?
stuff in
well, so because his hair's a little bit different than mine, so he probably uses a lot more product than I do. I don't use that much product. I don't think I've ever had that issue in mine, but I can imagine he probably uses a lot more product.
What do you think about that fight?
I haven't watched the whole thing yet. Just a couple highlights here and there, but I mean, it's kind of typical. Tank's a slow starter, and he kind of relies on finding that shot. And if he doesn't find it, and he gets down in rounds, I could see how it comes to a draw or something close like that. Yeah. But I imagine in the next one he'll get it back.
Yeah, that's true. So I might get him then. So
You
stay
should,
tuned. I'll let my hair grow, and maybe for your next bout, I'll probably just
Do the braids.
I want to see that.
Hey, that would be cool.
You should do it right now. You know those little braids that just go up, like.
No, like cornrows.
Yeah, dude.
Those ones don't hurt at all, actually.
Right.
See,
Those ones are good.
those won't hurt.
Yeah, no, definitely. Do you have a date for your next bout or not yet?
Not yet. I'm hoping the latest June, probably International Fight Week. But
cool.
We're kind of just playing it by ear right now.
Nice.
We'll see. Hopefully in June, that'll be a nice one. Obviously, International Fight Week for the UFC is always super big. So the Power Slap card is going to be pretty big, I'm sure.
Cool. You think they're going to do it in Vegas, or you think you're going to do it somewhere else?
That one will be in Vegas for sure.
Vegas? Oh, cool.
Yeah, I've heard some. I know, we're planning on traveling, getting on the road here pretty soon. In the U.S. So hopefully we're out of state sometime soon. But we're just waiting on it. We're sanctioned in 12 or 13 states.
Oh,
or something.
damn.
We're getting there, and it's just continuing.
Yeah.
So
That's right.
Miami. We want to go to Miami.
It is sanctioned in Miami. I'm waiting on that one.
Damn,
That's going to
waiting
be
on that one.
super sick.
Gotta be in Miami for that.
Imagine outside.
I know.
That would be dope, dude.
That does be sick.
And so if I'm not mistaken, we have a contract with the Fountain Blue.
Oh, nice.
And Fountain Blue has a huge hotel there and really nice in Miami. So
wow.
it'll be there, I'm sure.
Oh,
That's tight.
Please, I'll be there.
Oh, that'd be awesome, bro.
Is there somebody that? Sorry, dude. Is there somebody? Yeah, we don't care about you. Is there somebody that you're looking for to Do you have somebody I want to slap this dude?
Right now, no. I mean, I know they've mentioned that there's some UFC people that are interested. Some influencers that are interested. Right now, I'm kind of in a tough position. I just went split decision twice. For the belt twice. So it kind of in a tough place. There's not really a true contender or someone I see coming up in the welterweight division. So I don't necessarily see someone that I'm like, oh, okay, that's next. So just playing it by ear. Hopefully, we'll get a big name, someone who brings some eyes. So.
That's tight.
Which, to be honest with you, I mean, we were there for your bout, and honestly, I saw you winning. Honestly, that's I don't know what judges were looking at, but I saw it. When they said, I was like, what the fuck are they looking at?
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, when it finished, I was extremely confident I had pulled it out. At worst, I was like, oh, okay, we'll go to the 6th round. We'll get a draw and we'll go to the 6th round. And I was feeling really good at the moment, so I was really confident. And Yeah, I was pretty shocked when they heard that too. I was like,
Damn,
oh, okay.
that's crazy.
Yeah,
That's insane.
How do you
decision
think
we're
that,
looking for.
since right now you said the UFC, there are a few UFC fighters that are wanting to migrate, I guess you could say. How do you think they'll do?
You'd be surprised. Fighting doesn't necessarily translate as easy as you think.
Yeah.
Obviously, you carry power. You're probably going to carry power over. If you have a good chin, you're probably going to have a good chin. But it is like a different technique, and it's hard. Like I've done MMA fights, and in MMA, I have a ton of power. I have 4 or 5 knockouts in MMA, and in slap, I don't know. It's hard. It's
Yeah.
hard. It's hard to find that button,
Damn.
and especially with some of these guys that do have the chins and can take it. So it's kind of like a hit or miss. Some come in and I'm sure they'll get knocked out, they'll get clean, but some of them I'm sure could probably do well.
And yeah, I see where you're coming from, because we did see it with Jackie, like how she just lifted up a little bit and she got disqualified for that. Where she's used to doing that in the in the MMA field, but because she was just telling me, like, you know what, it's just that little thing disqualified her. Because first, remember, they were telling that it was a club or something like that, and then they didn't even mention that. They just actually mentioned
Yeah.
So I think it does like play sometimes. I mean, the technique is way different, like you're saying. I mean, just think about just standing there and then trying to not move anything other than this. It's just crazy. I think as a fighter, it would be like a little bit harder to get used to than just the power stopper.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, definitely. I mean, a lot of the guys who have transitioned over they're like, oh, I can't figure it out. And like it took me a good while too to get it down. But once you have it down, you have it down. And then just like, I mean, in MMA, you're training, obviously, or like boxing, you're training not to get hit.
Right.
And when you're hitting someone, you're obviously alluding to the fact that they're not trying to get hit by you. So you're not always like, you're lining up good shots, but never that perfect. You're never going to have someone stand there and, give you a perfect free shot. Whereas, in slap, you're going to get that. So, I mean, it's more detailed than, just throwing a hook or throwing a check hook or, hitting him. You got to find that sweet spot on the chin. Because a lot of these guys, at the top of the divisions and stuff, they have great chins. And these guys can take it. So, it's difficult, way more difficult than it looks.
Yeah,
it just looks like you get up there and slap someone or you get slapped in. It's been so much more of like a process learning about it than even I thought it would be.
Was it difficult for you to like make the transition? You know how you said, say for a boxer, because I've heard it from boxers, it would probably be easier for me since I had that power shot. Say my right hook's my power shot. It's similar to throwing a slap. Do you think that's true, or
Yeah, I mean, it's similar to throwing like a hook. Obviously, there's some variations. Ironically, someone I learned from, what's his name? You guys might know him. Roy Jones Jr.'s trainer, Tommy Yankaleo.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
So he trains his fighters how to throw a hook without a pivot. They throw it planted.
Yes.
And they utilize body mechanics in a certain way. So he was someone that I learned from on making that transition over and practicing it and learning how to do it properly. But so it was an interesting, I learned from a boxer actually how to do it.
Yeah.
Wow, that's crazy. That's insane.
That's pretty cool.
And
go ahead.
I was going to ask you, what do you feel? Because I heard you say, mention that there's influencers trying to transition into that too. How do you feel about that?
It depends if they have a chin. I mean, you see some of them go up there and they're like, they try to do the influencer boxing and they're like goofy. They're not athletes or fighters at all. But some of them got it. And when it comes to like having a chin, honestly, you either do or you don't. Like, it's not something you can work and train to have a better chin. Don't get me wrong, but like some people just have a chin.
Yeah.
Some people are just, it's a God-given talent. They're just born with a chin.
Yeah.
So you never know, kind of like who's gonna have it.
Basically, it's like in boxing.
Yeah.
Last time I was asking Pono if the shoes or anything like played a part on it. Do they play a part for you?
I mean,
or you're just like any shoes?
It's just
I'm
more of
down.
like a comfort thing.
Got it.
Like a comfort thing. Probably not as important, but like a boxer has their preference of gloves and stuff. But yeah, it's just a comfort thing, really. I mean, I'm personally, I wouldn't have like, I like the flat shoes, so I wear a lot of like skate shoes when I do it, just because they're flat. And then I like to wear a slightly bigger size just so I have a little more mobility. I know some people have worn like cowboy boots and like tighter things or things that are like restrictive. I probably would say that's uncomfortable for me, but for them maybe.
That's cool. What's your favorite shoe to wear?
I like Jordan 1s. Jordan 1 lows. I don't like anything on my ankles, so you'll probably never catch me in like some high tops, but that's just a personal thing. But I like Jordan 1 lows. Yeah.
That's cool. Do you get it?
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Do you get them customized? You know how Jackie gets them customized?
Yeah, I do them.
Do you match it with your hair or no?
Yeah. I match them all with my hair. Like my last ones I did, they were the Travis Scott ones, and I did them all white and had like a pink swoosh. I had pink hair.
That's
and then the ones before that, I had them. I actually had my sister help me with this. They were like coffee dipped.
Oh, that's dope. Yeah, I've seen that.
I had like the dark red that matched my hair at that time. I had like the dark red swoosh and a couple other details on it, like a broken heart and stuff. So, yeah, I always try to do something.
That's sick.
To help the look, I guess.
Yeah. That's really cool.
You never customize them where they dip them in like I think it's like Fanta and all that just to
I've
get those
seen
colors.
that, but
I've
I haven't done it yet.
Yeah, I've seen that.
I've been wanting to, but like I've seen a Kool-Aid one with the purple, and then I've seen like a blue one. Yeah, it's pretty cool. I like the colors.
I saw that one, the Fanta one.
With the Fanta ones, yeah. It's crazy how it stains the shoe and how it'll stay there permanently on there.
And it creates some pretty cool colors too.
Yeah. And the coffee, I've seen how they dip them in coffee as well too, to get that like that tannish.
Yeah, it gives like a
color,
vintage look,
like that off-white look.
Vintage look, yeah.
That coffee one is so dope, dude.
Yeah.
I've been wanting to do something like that.
Yeah, just dipping the souls in there too.
Yeah,
get patas
and then you drink the coffee.
I was on that too, because it's probably like my favorite ones. My sister's a little more creative than me, so I let her do it, and they came out freaking great. They came out awesome. And then I lost the match, and I was like, she's a bad luck. I can't touch them again. Hey. I like these ones too.
Next time it's over. So are you working on a new technique? Are you gonna keep your same technique? Have you been working on something?
Yeah. So
different?
over the course of the last year, I've changed little bits and pieces of it, and I've tried to grow. Kind of talking about the Tommy Unkaleo and learning from that. So not like a big change. From my last one to this one, but just small little details, learning from other, power slap guys, trying to just perfect the small details. Because I mean, once you get up to the top, and there's guys who can take the hits, like you need every last bit. So just those small like minor details that are hopefully gonna take me over to the next edge. So it's hard. It's harder than it looks. I mean that sweet spot is a half inch, a half inch too high. I know we saw it like with Isaiah in his last one. He was just a little bit too high on his first one, and paid the price for it, unfortunately. Yeah. So it just you can't make mistakes.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, with Isaiah, right now that you said Isaiah, we were there, and I think if he would have been a little bit lower, he would have just knocked him out. Do you think the same way?
Yeah, he was a little bit high. We know, obviously he knocked him out the first time. Yeah, he knows it. It was bad placement.
Yeah, dude, because that thing was so
loud. At one point, did he break his nose or no? At one point,
I think he did.
He did?
I think he did.
Yeah, because
his nose was messed up pretty bad.
Yeah, when they release the pressure off his nose, you just see the blood like shoot out like.
Oh, dude, I missed that.
You didn't see it?
No, dude.
No, because the nose looked like.
I saw him holding his nose, and then he was even holding his nose when the coach was talking to him. But yeah, dude, the way it sounded in there, I was like, fuck, dude, if that would have been a little bit lower, that would have been it.
Yeah.
Isaiah, it's hard. So, I mean, he got him the first time in.
The crazy one I seen was the one where the guy, I forgot what the match. What match was it? Where the guy flinched and he turned his head like that, and the guy almost caught him right in the ear. And they said if he would have gotten caught in the ear, it would have messed up his eardrum.
Well, no, we wear earplugs for that reason, so we don't burst no eardrums. But
but even
it hurts.
Even with the power of the slap.
I've been hitting the ear like probably a few times. It hurts like it hurts your ear, but nothing crazy.
Do you hear like that ear ringing?
No, because those things are pretty they're like the cotton ones, and if you put it in correctly, you don't mess around. You put it in correctly, you should be all right.
Damn.
Theoretically. but it hurts. Yeah, the ear hurts. I think the ear hurts usually when I've been caught in the neck. That one doesn't hurt, and then the eye, like right here, hurts when you get caught right here. Not so much like above it or anything, but yeah, just your orbital bone.
Yeah.
That one hurts pretty bad.
I think that's what happened to Pono, no?
I think so. Yeah,
because they were checking his eye, and I saw that.
The guy went like
this.
this.
I think he did have a issue with his orbital. It hurts. It hurts. It's funny too, cause like then you can't see out of that one eye. It's like a little bit blurry and like trying to figure out, focus, and get it together. But yeah, the orbital is probably like the biggest worry.
Seeing double and everything, like hold still, stop moving.
Yeah, I had one in one of my matches. I think it was the one before my first title. He had hit me in the eye on the last one, like the last two, and the third one I went up and I knew I had won at that point. He had fouled and I knew I had won the first 2 rounds. I was like, oh, I can't foul, but I can't see him. I can't even see him. I was just like trying to line him up and like, oh, okay, come on, don't miss.
Is there, so if they hit you in the eye and then you can't continue, is that bad on you or is that bad on them?
If the foul's called.
Oh.
Sometimes it doesn't get called depending on how high they hit you, because like they can hit me like right here and they're probably not going to call that. If they hit me like here, and they'll call that. But so if they call a foul and I can't continue, I would technically win. But if they don't call a foul, no, it would be on me.
Damn, that sucks. Dude.
That's crazy.
Yeah. So a lot of times you just have to suck it up.
Yeah, definitely.
And you're like, okay, whatever.
I don't know. Me personally, I don't think I couldn't win off a foul. Like if someone fouled me and I won, I'd be pissed.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you don't want to win like that.
You want to do it right.
But then again, you don't want to put yourself in jeopardy or your eye or your health or anything like that too. So unfortunately, it's one of those things where you won, maybe not the way you wanted to, but at least you're taking care of yourself.
Live to see another day. Yeah. I mean, if it's broken,
yeah, that's literally what happened to Bisping. So Michael Bisping, the guy, he's a UFC fighter, and he also comments the slap. The dude, like, he couldn't see it and he didn't say anything, and it was from I think it was a finger or something like that on the fight, and he was like, no, I could go, yeah, I'm good. And he fought, and then he went to the doctor, and the doctor was like, dude, you're gonna lose your eye. And then he didn't say anything because the next fight was like there. Jeez. And he fought it with one eye, dude, and he won.
That's crazy.
And then it was after, like, I think the next fight after that, when they were like, hold on, dude, something doesn't look okay with you. And then they checked him, and the dude like lost his eye, dude.
Oh,
yeah. He doesn't have any eyesight, I don't think, in that.
Yeah, no, dude.
That's crazy. But see, that's the thing. Yeah. I mean, I know, winning fights and all that, but at the end of the day, I think your health is more important.
No, definitely, and even more so after the fact, he should have said something. But
yeah, exactly. But it's insane. Some of these guys. Boxers like Margarito, when he fought against Manny Pacquiao. I mean, he just like completely destroyed his eyes. Like both of their eyes was like closed, and this guy still kept going and going.
And now he can't see from the right eye that much. Yeah, he lost his vision.
Yeah. So it's like, come on, are you?
And he's still trying to fight.
And
I think he was calling somebody else.
Yeah, he's like, I'd rather die in the ring than just like quitting.
Yeah.
But at that point, it's like, dude, it's okay to quit. Like you have your freaking eyes shut. Like he literally looked like a raccoon. Dude, like, so it's like, dude, come on. Like you have to know your limit. You have to know when to stop. And I mean, you're not gonna just being there. You're already a winner. Why are you gonna be quitting? You have to quit. You have to quit, and that's it.
So say you were to get hit, and you can't really see. Can you close that eye that got hit and try to focus with one eye, or do you think that's difficult?
It's hard, but you could.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like when I was lining up that for that one I was mentioning, I had closed that one eye. I was like, over there somewhere. But
I'm it's trying to get wind velocity and everything.
Yeah, it's still kind of hard because you're like it's already irritated.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So it's gonna bother you regardless. But
damn, imagine trying to close one eye, you still miss a slap. What happens then?
I would foul. I'd lose points. And in like the 3-round matches, you basically lost.
Damn.
Like one foul,
you're pretty because that's crazy.
Wait, so if you hit him like just with your fingertips, does that count as good?
It would be good, yeah. I mean, it'd be a crappy.
Yeah. Like on you, right? Or on whoever is slapping. What if you like completely miss?
Yeah. Have you ever seen that?
No, I don't think anyone's missed that.
Yeah, because that's what,
Like,
that
what
was
are
my
you
question.
doing?
Why would they
No, I don't
miss
know.
that?
Dude.
That was
Like,
my question when I
I have
asked
to
him.
talk if missing.
Yeah.
He's standing still for you, buddy.
You don't belong there if you're missing.
No, but that was my question, a missing part, because if you're closing one eye that got hit, and you're trying to like measure your distance with the good eye, what happens if you miss a slap with your good, by trying to calculate your distance with your good eye?
I mean, I'm sure they would count it, but like, yeah, we'd have to talk about that. Because, like, I've seen some pretty bad ones where they've missed, like, they've only hit like their fingers, and like, I get it, you know, when you're lining up and learning and stuff still, okay, but missing completely would be.
Yeah,
that'd be pretty rough.
So it's easier to club than to miss.
Yeah, way
Right.
easier. I would say it's easier to go deeper than it would be to like miss. I feel like, completely at least. I mean, I've seen dudes like palm people's ears.
Oh my god, dude.
But ironically, maybe it's just because it's your whole head. Those ones, like, I don't know, they never are like effective. They never hurt anyone.
Oh really?
Yeah, I've never seen anyone like really get hurt from like those really bad clubs that are kind of deep. It's the clubs that knock people out are the ones that are like below the chin, kind of.
Oh damn.
But it's because, you know, we have an artery, major
Yeah.
artery right here, so
And
yeah,
then
it
it's
puts you to
nice.
sleep.
Lights out.
It's interesting. It'll put just about anyone to sleep. You hit it right.
That's so gnarly, dude.
So, you know, you can slap it a certain way. Yeah, he lights out.
That's insane. That's crazy.
Have you ever been like, you know what, I'm gonna hit this dude like bad, but like it's gonna help me later on. You know, like how you said like the eye, just to mess him up a little bit.
No, I like.
Or you go for the kill every single slap.
Yeah, I feel like I'm always trying to knock him out. I mean, hitting him in the eye. I mean, I can get called for a club if I, you know, hit too high.
Yeah.
But I know how much it hurts me, so I'm not really trying to do that to someone else.
You don't want to come back and slap you back in the...
And like, ironically, like, it hurts more, but you'll never knock me out if you hit me in the eye.
Oh.
Yeah, like getting hit right here doesn't daze me. Like, it doesn't even. The only time I've been like, oh, like, okay, like that kind of hurt is, you know, on the right spot.
Oh damn.
So, I mean, even like it wouldn't make sense.
Yeah. Oh damn.
And that's like, you know, it's like from 1 to 10, how did you feel his, like, Anthony's, like powers, like the strength, like?
Well, so I mean, technically, I've done 10 rounds with him. He's gotten 10 free ones on me, and he's very consistent, very very good, like very on the same spot. And like the first match, it caused like a lot of damage, a lot of swelling and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
During the match, it didn't hurt much, but I don't think it ever really hurts much. But the second match, I felt a lot better. He only really I think he threw his best slap in that one, but overall, like, he hit me, I think, less hard that one. So it didn't hurt as much. There wasn't as much damage. I think he was a little bit off on the accuracy on a few of them, or a little bit higher. But the one, like I said, he did get me. That one, I was like, oh, that was actually, I felt that one a little bit.
That's tight.
It tickled me a little,
And that's what I
okay.
said, because we were there live, and I mean, your slap compared to his, I mean, yours like sounded like way louder and like more accurate. So it's like, I was like, what the hell, dude? Like, we were all pissed, man. We were like, fuck them refs, you know?
Yeah, I felt good that day. I mean, what's crazy, so I ended up having a really crappy weight cut. I got kind of sick, and then I ended up like dehydrating myself really bad, and so the day of, I was a mess. I was a hot mess. Like, the after weigh-ins, like, I couldn't even like get out of my bed type deal.
Jeez.
And I rehydrated, worked on rehydrating through the night, eating. I couldn't get food down at first really, and like before the match, my neck was really swollen, like painful to the touch.
Jeez.
And like I like was massaging it basically like a couple hours before the match through, you know, up until the match, and like I got up there and I was a little bit nervous about it because I was like, yeah, I don't know if this is gonna affect me or not. And after he threw the first one, I was like, oh, I'm good. I'm here. I'm good. We're good. We can do this. It's funny because I like probably got more animated that time than like I think I ever have. I'm usually like really, really calm. And it was like a genuine, like I was genuine, like, oh crap, all right, like I'm good, all right. I wasn't sure. Had to check myself real quick, so yeah.
Talking about animated, I think you have something, right?
Yeah, so we've been giving all our guests like a little gift, and I know you were like our first guest, and we didn't have anything for you, so I made you a little something.
Oh yeah.
I'll be back.
It was our idea.
Can you just say you don't like it and slap him?
Oh, that's all right.
So this is kind of like what I think you were going. It was going through your head.
Oh wow. Dang, this is sick. Where? How? What the heck? They even got the tattoos even pretty accurate. That's crazy.
Yeah, dude.
That's awesome.
So they were holding your hand there, and I was like, dude, move the freaking fingers, dude.
Oh, this is.
But yeah, and since last time we were talking, and you said how you like anime and all that stuff.
Yeah.
I was like, it would be cool if like he won, and then Bubbles like, this is what I'm thinking of, but they're like little animes, you know.
That's cool. The hair on this one's funny. I like that. That's how I'll be waking up. That's crazy. Oh,
Yeah.
that's sick.
No, you know what I wanted to do? You posted a picture or a story, I think, and you were like flexing, and it was like dark, and you're like, I wanted to do that on the background, like this is me.
Yeah, that was funny. I was messing
But
around
I couldn't find
at the gym and
it.
shit.
Yeah.
It's funny because, well, like I've gotten pretty big this last year. I've been getting heavy, but I wear like even now. Like, I always wear like really big T-shirts, and people are always like, "Oh, you're not that big." You're not that big.
Yeah.
So I was messing around one day in the gym. I just happened to have a tank top underneath, and I was like, "Oh."
Yeah, dude.
And then it just worked out perfectly. I did it for Power Step 12. It was this recent one. Yeah, that was funny. It was a funny.
Yeah, dude. So I was like, dude, where is it? And I'm all looking for it, and I was just like, okay, whatever. Like I'll have to switch the idea.
But
Yeah,
dude,
that's
this
super
is
clean
sick.
look.
I'm glad you liked it.
I'll have to hang this up. And I'm gonna start. Well, probably not podcasting because I suck at talking sometimes. But, I want to start. What is it called? Streaming.
Oh, okay,
streaming,
yeah.
Yeah,
yeah,
that should
streaming.
be perfect.
That's
in my
cool.
life.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
That's
Yeah, I'm
really
gonna start
sick.
streaming 200 Street Fighter. Hey, if anybody's good at Street Fighter, I'm the champ right now. I'm the champ.
I suck at Street Fighter.
Yeah, so we had an idea of making like some sort of like belt, or he said a ring,
Then we're gonna do a ring.
you know?
Whoever beats me is gonna get a badass ring.
And then that person has to come in and like defend it against other
Yeah.
people, you know?
That would be dope.
That would be sick. And then
sick.
make like a full on tournament for it, you know? That would be really sick.
I'd have to practice for
He's
that.
gonna go home just
You should give a belt.
Yeah. No, I think the ring is very like different. You know, like a little bit something different. I think
Yeah.
that way they can just put it on.
Pinky ring?
Huh?
A pinky ring?
and they'll be like, what is that? I'm the Street Fighter champion.
Yeah, no, definitely. No, but definitely, I think the ring is something different. You know, we should do.
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
That would be really cool.
How many
like-
times have I been in you?
Like 2, I think.
Yeah, right.
Dude. We've never
200.
500 times. Stop counting.
It's just that I don't try, dude. You know, I can't come to his house and beat him, you know?
That's what I would say too.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
I'm like, dude, I'm letting you win.
Dude, the funny thing is I don't even have any video games at my house because of my kid. I don't allow my kids to play video games. So it's just funny how it just started like from when I was a kid, and we would go
You guys
out
want them
and
to beat
just
him in Street Fighter?
like, yeah, we would literally be there, dude. Go to the liquor store and just start
The
there
arcades and
playing
all that.
and stuff, the arcades. But I mean, I guess once you're good at something, you never forget.
Nah.
That's so cocky.
Punch your Street Fighter.
Yeah,
My kids
dude,
don't
I
know how
have
to
to
play.
find someone from your childhood probably that like beat you, and you were just like, oh, this fucker, like he beat
Gotta find
me.
the arch nemesis.
Yeah, dude, and then bring him back, and you'd be like, no.
This is why they got blocked. He's all like,
Yeah.
My brother's really good, but he's not as good as me. I think both of my brothers are good, but
See, we gotta find somebody.
We have to find somebody.
Now I'm gonna retire from Power Slap. This is my new career choice.
Right.
I gotta beat him at Street Fighter at least once.
So are you thinking of streaming like in Kicks or because I know Kicks is really popular for streaming like video games and stuff like that.
It grew pretty big.
I haven't decided yet. I still need to like do my setup and stuff, and then I still need to get better at games. I've been watching some of these streamers on like TikTok.
Yeah,
and stuff.
dude.
I'm like, I can't
They're
do that.
insane,
What are you
dude.
doing? Like I guess maybe I'm funny sometimes, but some of these guys, like I play Call of Duty with my little brothers sometimes, and oh man,
Dude,
Call of Duty is hard, dude.
Call of Duty is insane.
Call of
bro.
Duty is hard.
they get me stressing.
It was badass, but I started hating all the campers though. Those people camping out right
I
there,
can't.
or the
I mean,
hacking.
It's worse now, like that I play with them, because then we're all three of us will we'll hop on and something like that. We'll run to the campers and we all start crashing out and getting all mad at the game. I'm like, I hopped on and have a good time. I'm mad at this game now.
You're always
I'm
stressing me out.
done. I'm over there slapping my knee, all mad as heck. And I'm like, oh, dude. Like, I was supposed to have a good time tonight.
So that's what you would want to do. I mean, not want to do, but if you're gonna stream, it'll be a Call of Duty.
Yeah, probably. I mean, probably like a couple different games. Because I'm not good at like any particular game. I'm okay, but
Yeah.
probably just more like just to hang out,
Yeah,
spare
yeah.
time, free time
That's
type
tight.
stuff. But yeah, because I'm not competitive. I know I'm not competitive in like Call of Duty, for instance.
Yeah.
I'm okay. I get my kills here and there, but nothing competitive.
It's all the 8-year-olds, dude.
No,
They're just out there.
literally. There's,
Dude,
Yeah.
seriously.
I was on not too long ago, and this kid, he probably had to be like 12, 13. I don't know what he was doing. He should have been at school. But he was carrying us the whole game. I was like, all right, dude. Well, get back to your homework, buddy. Thank you for the win.
Some of these kids are so good, man.
Yeah, dude.
It's like imagine getting beat by a motherfucker.
Yeah. No, it's so gnarly. I play Fortnite, and so it's the same thing, dude. Like, you can see, like, on the weekends, dude, you don't last in there. Like, they get you out right away.
But I mean, that's how these kids are growing up now. It's
Yeah.
a different skill set. At least, I don't know. Even my age, but I used to go outside. I know
Yeah.
my age is pretty, good with the tech and stuff, but I used to go outside. I didn't play games that much. I probably, I played games when I was really young, and then, high school and even, the end of middle school, I stopped playing games, completely. I, had the Xbox in my room, and it turned on, once in a blue moon, but, yeah, these kids now, I mean, they play games all the time.
Yeah,
They
dude.
play games all the time. Even, my little brothers, they're always on their phones, and I'm like, what are you doing, dude? Oh, playing games.
And
Go
the thing's
outside,
like,
it's boring.
they could monetize that now, so it gives them an incentive of dude,
Uh-huh.
I hate school. I want to make money, and I see all these streamers just making millions.
Yeah, I can't even be mad about it anymore if you're good.
Yeah.
If you're good, you're good.
you're
Yeah.
good,
yeah.
Like I remember getting so mad at my son because I bought him on PlayStation 5 when he was I'd say 13. He broke a couple TVs. I'm like, dude.
Oh, yeah.
Hell no. Took him back. I said, not until you're 18 and you can buy your own stuff, but I ain't buying anything anymore. So, I mean, luckily that was a good thing for him because he just started focusing on soccer and, he's really good in that. But I feel that, he didn't want to do anything after that, bro. Like, well, Mom, bring me my food up in my room. I'm like, what the heck?
Yeah.
Like, nah, dude.
Bell.
Forget that.
It's like,
Like,
no.
no.
You get so locked in, you're just like, oh,
Yeah.
I can't move. I can't move.
Yeah, it's like you're just there. I'm like, come on, no, get up and But it's crazy how they actually that's all they want to do. That's all they want to just play.
Yeah, it is addicting. But
It is.
Especially these games now, that they're so fast. Like Fortnite, Call of Duty, you're in there for 30 minutes max, and then again you could start right away.
hey, you start.
And then, or if you die, you can start right away and right away and right away.
Yeah. Well, it's not how things used to be. You can't go outside no. You can, but kids don't meet up. No, they don't have any
Yeah.
other hobbies to do.
Yeah.
Nobody playing football in the street or messing around at the park. And I mean, even then, it's slightly dangerous now. I mean, there's so many creeps and weirdos out there.
Yeah.
So sending your kids out there and there's nothing for them to do but stay
Yeah,
inside and
you'd
play
rather
video games
just-
and it's a way for them to connect with people and connect
Yeah.
with friends and stuff like that. So I mean, it has obviously the bad side. You know, they're just doing nothing in their room all day and brain rotting. But at the same time, it's like we don't really offer as a society. I don't think we really offer anything else.
Yeah.
So it's hard. We need more like public things. You know, basketball courts and boxing gyms and all this. Cause
skateboard parks too.
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't know. That's how I grew up. I know I'm, you know, a little bit younger, but I grew up outside. Like, I was always outside playing football and doing this. And granted, I had siblings, and I just happened to live on the same street as a couple friends, so we were always messing around. But yeah, I didn't play a lot of video games like that. I didn't play a lot. But they are addicting.
Yeah, they are.
They are addicting.
Yeah, it's crazy. Well, changing subject a little bit. Have you ever thought, or do you ever want to go into the UFC?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, that really is the end goal, you know, for me. Power slap is more. Well, at first it was definitely just like a stepping stone, like get my foot in the door type deal. Obviously, I've come to like enjoy it and like it a lot, so you know I've stuck around a little bit longer. But ultimately, the end goal is to transition over to MMA. Make my pro debut and hopefully get into UFC.
Who would you call out, like right now? Let's just say you're in the UFC. Who would you call out right now and say
tough.
I can fuck you up right now?
No training.
I don't have like the best grappling. My grappling's okay. You know, I could defend takedowns well, but I love standing and banging. So I'll probably pick someone that just wants to stand.
Yeah,
wants to brawl a little bit.
Conor McGregor.
He's crazy now. I don't know if you've seen, but he's running for like the president of Ireland.
Oh, really?
Really?
No,
they just announced it like today or yesterday or something.
That's gnarly.
I don't know how he could do that because I know he has a lot of legal trouble over there too.
He's just got too much money, dude. He's just got way too much mony now.
But even though if you have too much money, I mean, politics is politics, you know.
I know he might be like, "Oh, buy the whole country. Who cares?" Like, no, tell me I can't do it now.
I mean, that would have like if you told me that 10 years ago, I would have been like, "Oh, that's awesome. He's such a great role model."
Right.
Nowadays,
yeah, dude.
Are you sure you guys want that guy?
Sugar Sean.
Yeah. Oh, I like Sugar Sean. I like his striking.
Yeah.
He's super sick. The way he moves and flows through it, I like him a lot.
I've seen his training, how he does it with that stand up. What is it, like that dummy bag?
Oh yeah. He'd be messing around in the videos on there. Those are funny. Yeah, I've seen him do like a couple slapping ones, like just messing around, or like he's like, "Oh, secret techniques to destroy my opponents," and like something stupid.
Oh, he did that Ryan Garcia too, right? When he was like putting his back towards his opponent, and he was like, "Oh, this is how I'm gonna fight Ryan," because I guess Ryan called him out or something like that.
Yeah, they were talking back and forth for a while.
Yeah, and then Sugar was like, "This is how I'm gonna fight you, Ryan," and he would put his back towards him.
Oh yeah, it was a couple like months ago, no, but almost. A year
Yeah,
ago.
it was.
What's the weight class you would like to fight at the UFC?
You know, I used to think I could make 55, but this last year I've gotten a lot bigger. I probably would fight at like 170.
170.
Yeah, but just depends. I mean, when I actually go to make that transition and go like pro, I'm gonna slim down a little bit. So we'll see at that time, but probably 170, 155.
Damn, there's a bunch of killers.
Yeah. At 55 especially, I'm like, oh,
yeah,
I might as well just stay at 70. Stay up here. These guys are crazy.
Yeah. You don't think your power would like decrease?
You know what's funny is when I get under like a certain when I weigh under like 177, the last few times I've like walked around under that weight, I felt weak. Yeah. Like I feel like a noticeable difference when I'm punching, the bag or even someone. Like I don't feel like the pop's there as much. So, when I'm weighing like 183, 184, like that's when I feel like the most comfortable and most powerful. And then the cut to 170 from there is pretty easy. So I do feel more comfortable probably at that weight. But haven't been down that low in a while, so maybe I've changed. But
yeah,
are you planning on going up on your weight class for slap 2 or sticking to where you're at?
Right now, probably gonna stick to where I'm at 170. I'll still make the weight. It's getting a little bit harder, but I could slim down. I've got weight to lose. So
that's tight. What's the next tier? Like the next
185.
185. Dude, 185s are bigger. They're big, no?
Yeah, some of them. They're getting pretty big. I mean, Isaiah's an example.
That's what I was gonna say.
Yeah.
Like that dude
That's
is
huge,
huge,
that's
dude.
huge.
Yeah, when he told me he was going to 185, I was like, oh. Maybe I'm not going back up there.
Yeah,
a little
dude.
bit big for me, buddy. A little bit too big.
Because the guy that what's his name, Brandon,
Mhm.
the guy that he went after, he slapped. I guess he fought.
Yeah.
Dude, that dude was really big too. When I saw him coming out, I was
Yeah.
like, damn, dude, this dude's like
Yeah, he's probably like
big, dude.
Well, right now he's probably about my size, but I'm a little bit heavy right now, so
And he was like shredded
Yeah, he's
too.
pretty
Like
shredded.
that dude was.
yeah, he's in good shape.
Yeah, I was like, damn, dude, like this
I hope
dude's
so.
all
dude.
muscle.
He's a butcher.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
I'm
no
like,
way.
he better be in shape. He gets all the good meats.
Right.
I'll be looking like that too. I mean, I know he works hard too, but
yeah.
Yeah.
he gets all the good meats.
Yeah, good
That's
good
it.
meat right there. Like,
Yeah, dude. That's
insane.
so gnarly, dude.
That's crazy.
Yeah, the slap from both of them was just like.
Yeah, they're like. I mean, I think 185 is probably like 185, and some of the 205ers. I think that's like the perfect weight. It's a perfect amount of speed, but the size for the power too.
Damn.
You get some of those guys with the power and the speed. You're like, oh, that's tough. That's okay. I mean, like I look at some of the 185ers and 205ers, and I'm like, yeah, like I don't know. I think like that one would hurt. Like I don't know about that one. But then I look at some of the heavyweights. I'm like, I think I could take that. You know, I really think I could take that. That did not impress me at all. Like,
You look at the Hawaiian, the crazy Hawaiian, and you're like, dude, I could take you.
the crazy
No
Hawaiian,
problem.
maybe not. Just all the Hawaiians in general, they're all freaking freak athletes and
Yeah.
giant. I don't know about them, but some of the other ones, I'm like,
It's like their hand looks like super solid, huh?
yeah, and then they move. That's the thing. People don't know. Like a lot of those like Islanders and stuff like that, they're like, they move like me, and they're like 3 times my size. Oh, hell no.
Yeah, it's all that coconut water, bro.
Yeah, dude.
But they're the most loving person. Like,
Yeah, they're
like,
the coolest people.
They're like, yeah, they're
I
so
love
awesome.
I love all my Hawaiian homies in Power Slap. They're all like super sweet, super cool. They always take good care of me.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, no, they're super awesome. We have we met a few, and I mean, I can tell you hands down, beautiful people.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
I know Pono's brother. I saw him up there,
Chief.
and then he came down, and he was walking by, and I was like, oh, dude, that's him. He looks so scary. And I was like, hey, brother, how you doing? And he was like, hey, brother, how you doing? And he hugged me. I was like, oh, dude, you're so cool, dude. You just look so scary.
They look scary, especially
Yeah,
when they're all tatted up, all crazy.
Yeah.
Nicest people ever.
Yeah, no, he's so awesome. We're gonna do a mouthpiece for him too. That's awesome. So can't wait for that one.
Yeah. Is West, I think, I don't remember his whole name, but West, the guy that was there, remember? The black guy? He went against this, like, really tall dude that he's a security for.
Wes Mena.
Yes,
Yeah.
him. Is he 205?
No, he's a heavyweight. He's 265.
Oh,
Well, that's the guy that.
I don't think
that's-
he's 260. I think he probably is like 250, 240, but he fights
Yeah,
heavyweight,
dude.
Yeah.
Damn, that's
That's
crazy.
crazy.
Because the other guy looked really, really, like,
Yeah,
big,
I was
just a
he's
big
huge.
dude.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
dude's he's probably like 6'5", 6'6",
Yeah.
and he's pretty solid too.
Well, that's the guy I told you that flinched, no? I think that was the one that
Oh.
had flinched.
Yeah, he
did.
flinched.
Yeah,
he
he
flinched a couple of
flinched,
times.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
then West took it, right? West
Mhm.
won that.
Yeah, West won that one.
Which is gnarly, dude. Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
No, but you know what though? If I was slapping, I'd probably want to slap up rather than down. Because slapping down, it's hard to like get under, and then you have to
Oh,
be
I
like
see.
squatting, and like it's just like an uncomfortable position.
Yeah.
Like it's like hitting, like trying to throw a body shot at someone's chest. Like it's kind of just awkward.
Yeah.
You're either like up or down, and that one's like in between. So
That's tight. Yeah, dude. The other guy had to slap down
yeah.
for sure. Because I remember him. He would like squat a lot,
Mm-hmm.
and then just.
Well, and then like there's a box that you have to have your feet within. So then a lot of those like big guys too, like
Yeah, they don't fit.
they don't fit. It's like uncomfortable for them. I'm sure. I'm like I fill out the box and I'm not that big. So
Oh damn.
I fill out the box and like if you told me I could, go a little bit more, I probably would. I would be a little bit happier.
So if you step out of the box, that's what automatically like they call it foul.
Well, before because like when you're lining up, you have to like set yourself up basically, and they'll tell you if you're like outside of the box. They'll fix you before you slap. But yeah, so then like the box is like, for me, it's probably a little bit more than shoulder width. So it's, for those guys, it's probably like right under shoulder width.
Yeah, so they have their feet all, or maybe to them it feels like they have their legs all
cramped
closed
up,
up.
Or they're standing like straight up. They can't get a good squat.
Yeah.
Do you think that would help them when they do the one and done, or do you think that affects them? Like the bigger guys.
Probably, it would probably hurt them more than anything. I mean, like, I don't know. I know some people who can do it. I would feel uncomfortable, like standing straight up and like trying to get the technique down from there. So, I'm not sure.
Yeah. So Pono goes on 1. Isaiah said that he feels he's stronger on 2. What do you like to go on?
I've done them all. I mean, in match, I've done better on 3 than on 1. But when I am practicing, when I'm doing it, like, I don't know, I feel the same on 1, 2, or 3. So I don't know. It's hard to say. I've done better on 3, but I feel comfortable on all of them.
Got it.
But.
And so when you're in a match, do you automatically know that you're going to go on 3, or do you just like, whatever I'm feeling, that's what I'm going?
It really whatever I'm feeling. Like, I know when I won the belt, I went on 1 the first 2 rounds, and then I was like, all right, I'm going to switch it back to 3, and I just went to 3. And it was just like a spur of the moment thing. It just felt right.
Yeah, that's right.
So, but even then, like, that, I mean, to that extent, like, that was kind of my strategy, because I hadn't gone on 1 before that, was to try to speed it up, kind of catch him off guard a little bit. And then once he knew it was coming, there's no point. I'll take my time.
And then when you're getting slapped, do you prefer them going on 1 or going on 3, or?
So Blackburn is kind of one of the more notable ones that goes on 1, and I liked it better. It was easier for me. I didn't have to sit there, because when they go on 3 and they line me up, I'm sitting there all flexed up and I'm just waiting patiently, and they're like, oh crap, come on, dude. And then you're watching them like 1, and I'm like, all right, 2, and you have to like time it.
Yeah.
Where with him going on 1, I line up, he goes on 1, and as soon as he pulls it back, then I can already start to.
Yeah.
So you don't have to wait around. So I prefer 1. You go on 1. Yeah. It's cool. Get it out the way.
More anxiety, just waiting for the 3.
It does. I mean, that's probably one of the biggest things about the sport is like the build up and the anxiety, and like you're just waiting there. So for them, they can get it out the way faster. It's good for me.
Dude, and that's another thing I saw Isaiah. Isaiah was there like for a while, dude. Yeah. After he hit him, they're all like doing his nose, and then Isaiah was just like ready. I don't know if he was flexing, but he was like ready. So I don't know if that even took a toll on his body or had something to do with him getting dropped. But I was like, dude, it seemed like he was just there for a while. Yeah, dude. Because I think, didn't they cleaned the nose, and then he went and he was gonna step, and then he right. The
doctor came up too and checked him out. So he would have been there for
and he was there for a minute. I was like, Isaiah, chill out, dude. Just relax.
Moving around.
Just relax for a little bit.
No, but it was. I mean, the way I seen it, it was like crazy. I really thought he was gonna go ahead and take it, because at one point I'm like, oh, this dude's not gonna be able to continue, especially if he broke his nose.
Yeah.
But it was just gnarly the way he just came back.
Well, if he would have come back, for sure that dude would have gotten knocked out.
That's how the first one went. He had knocked him down, and then he had missed the first slap, same thing, and then he got knocked down, he got up, and then knocked him out. And kind of same thing, I think one of the errors, something it's another thing I pulled from boxing, but that I think he did wrong is he popped up too quick. I think he popped up too quick. I know boxers are taught to take the 10 count. You're already down, take time. And like that's one of the big things whenever I'm teaching someone or showing someone. That's first thing I always tell them. Like, at some point you're probably going to go down. Like, gather yourself down there. You already lost that round. Like, take that L, take your time, gather yourself, and then get back up.
Yeah.
But and ironically, that happened to the other guy the first time they fought. He popped up too quick and he was stumbling a little bit.
Yeah.
So, just lessons learned, little things like that.
Have they offered you to coach?
I coached the second season of the show.
Oh,
yeah.
shit.
So I got to coach. I ended up coaching a lot of the guys that are within the sport now. Bono, I was actually on my team. I think. Oh no, he was on the other team. I don't know. He was in season 3. Who was it that was on my team? I've coached a couple guys, but
yeah.
And then I helped train Jackie early on when she was getting introduced to the sport. Me and Isaiah have trained together a bunch, so I've been around helping people.
So the reason why I asked is because when we were there, Wolverine was coaching. I don't remember who, but he got dropped. Like the guy got dropped. And then Wolverine was almost like on top of the thing, telling him like, "Don't get up, stay down, take your time." And you could tell that the guy was gonna get up, and because he was so like loud and like in his face, the guy was just like, "Okay, yeah, I don't have to get up." And then he, I don't know if he won or not. Honestly, I don't remember who it was, to be honest. I just remember that vividly of how invested he was into coaching. And so right now you're saying that they get up too fast. I feel like that would be something that you'd be it's funny, like coaching. Honestly, I think coaching is probably more nerve-wracking than getting up there and coaching. And I hate coaching. I love it, obviously when my guys are winning, but it's so nerve-wracking being up there because you don't have any control over it. You just you help them the best you can and hope for the best. So I get like that. I get super invested. I know in season 2 there's a few moments, a couple of my guys got knocked down. I'm like, you better stay down. If you get up right now, I'll come up there and knock you down. You better stay there until I tell you to. And but it plays a part. There's definitely, it's surprising you would think that coach can't do much, but having that, it's that voice inside your head. Exactly. Yeah.
It's that voice inside your head, and they're helping guide you and push you in the right direction, and that's all you need.
Yeah. No, I thought it was really cool that he just he almost climbed up, and he was like, "Stay down, don't move, stay down, take your time, everybody was screaming "oh," because the guy got dropped,
Yeah.
And you could tell that the guy just went in "Who are you? Oh yeah, you're my coach. Okay."
Out of it, zoned out.
Let me.
Well, you're rattled. You're not really sure what's going on, and then the crowd just go crazy. But
yeah.
And that is the immediate reaction is "Oh, I'm fine. Yeah. You're not fine. Yeah. If you were fine, you'd be standing still.
Do you get nervous to the point where you're like, "Oh shit, man! I hope my techniques I taught them don't backfire on them or help them out or anything"?
I'm pretty confident what I show them.
Mm-hmm.
And so when I coached the season, so I was coaching them for a few weeks. So for watching them, it was more I know what their problem was. I know what they're bad about doing. I've been working with them on not doing something specific or placement wise or whatever it was. So going up there was okay, just do it right. And then they'd hit the mark, and I was yes. Or I was oh man, come on, dude, we worked on that for hours. I spent hours with you just focusing on that one thing. And then with that, that coaching the season was probably a lot easier than coaching individual events. Because you get to know them, you get to know their techniques and stuff like that. So it's easier to adjust them on stage. Hey, I think you're a little bit deep. If you do this, you'll fix your lineup. You'll fix this. Close your hand or do this or tense up, this way instead of the way you're doing it. So it was easier when I did the season, but the individual events are hard. I've done one of the individual events, and because you're only there for that week with them, working with them, and they've been training, doing their own thing on their own. And they're going to do that. They're not going to change up on the last week. So you're kind of having to learn their style and what they want, and then go through with that.
Have you had any, basically a student that you've gotten frustrated with? Damn, I'm trying to show you this technique so you can get it down, and they've been stubborn, hard-headed.
I can't remember who, but I know there was coaching on the season. There was a few where it was I've been showing you this and you're just not doing it. But I know when I was competing on the show as a competitor, there was the guys who were like, oh, I don't care what this coach is teaching me. Like, I'm just gonna do my thing. A lot of those guys lost, but like, I don't know. For me personally, when someone's teaching, whether they're an expert or they're new, like, just there's something you learn from everyone.
Yeah.
Right, you always have
Different techniques and everything. Yeah.
You might learn something that even this old head didn't know. Like,
well, yeah, some people, they're hard to, just train and stuff like. But yeah, I get frustrated a lot.
Me too. Frustrated each other. Me too.
Well, like, it's funny because
with Camilo,
I know, like, watching, I've become such like a, I guess, fan of the sport. Like, watching, and like I'll see someone do something, I'm like, you're doing the wrong fucking thing. You're doing the wrong thing, dude. It's not gonna work. It's not gonna work. And then they go up there, it doesn't work. I'm like,
you're like, I told you.
You go up to the screen, you're like, fuck, you told you.
I do. Now I'll be in there like, I told you, bro. We worked on, like, we were taught. You asked me about this beforehand. Why are you doing this, bro? Like, I get mad.
That's crazy. But I mean, I think also you learn from that, right? I mean, I'm pretty sure that as you become, or you were a coach, I'm pretty sure you learned a lot from that too. To where, like, maybe you expect certain things from maybe somebody that's going to be your coach, like, do you always talk to them about, like, hey, talk to me this way if I'm, like, not positioning right or not doing things right, like, take control? Have you ever?
Yeah, so, when I was coaching, it was, obviously, and generally I'm a more quiet guy, I'm more reserved, and that's kind of just my style. But, I know for some people, they need that energy, they need that, like, guy who screams and slaps them and like, oh, wake the fuck up. and so I try to, like, appease them, as best as I can, like, to help them, because the moment's not about me, it's about them, helping them. So trying to, like, fix that, and then obviously, like I said, you learn when I'm with them for a while, you get to learn their technique and their flow, and you could see where they make adjustments and fix things and fix some of those minor errors.
Basically combining both techniques, theirs and yours.
Yeah, well, sometimes even just theirs. You learn their technique, and maybe they're, like, a little bit too deep. And for some people, that might just be, taking a step back. For other people, it might just be the measurements, like the way they line themselves up. So it just depends on the technique, and you have to learn, like, how they function.
All right. So before we head out, I want to ask you one last question. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Dim the light? No. No, so in boxing, how they have, like, this coaches, and that's just how, and even in MMA, like, they stay with a coach, or some don't, but most of them stay with a coach for a long time. Do you think that's something that would be good for power slapping? Like, just have a coach, have a team that's, like, just with you?
Yeah, well, it's definitely different in the fact that, like, MMA or boxing even is still kind of a little bit more of a team sport, more than people like to, like, recognize it as that. Where I think slap is more solitary. It's not like you're sparring. I'm not letting nobody slap me outside or inside. So I could see, like, having a coach, like a singular coach, but past that, like, having teams. Like, I know, a lot of boxers have camps and their gyms and their entire things, but outside of that, I wouldn't. Just one coach, I don't think it would be really necessary.
That's cool. So it's just you.
Yeah, I think it's better that way. I mean, like I said, it's not like you're practicing on someone or someone's practicing on you. Really just someone to sit there and watch you and kind of refine your technique and your knows how to work with you and so on.
Got it. Well, Emmanuel, thank you very much.
It's my pleasure.
I'm sorry for the shitty painting I made for you. No, I hope you liked it. And awesome. Make sure that y'all come back to 10 Count by Deor. You tune in, like, follow, ring the bell, send a DM, do whatever you want. But make sure that you do it at 10 Count by Deor. I'm gonna Ricky.